All right, good evening, hello, and welcome. I am Rorschach with the Game Reactionists, and with me as always.
Is Spectre.
And before we get into the nitty gritty of the crap we're about to deal with, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you are aware of when we upload new content. You will not offend either of us if you choose to pass on this video. Um,
Yeah, this is a skip one. I won't feel bad if anybody skips over this one because this is modern Silent Hill. Any Silent Hill really post Silent Hill 4 at this it has been atrocious, to be honest with you. I went over that extensively in a video I did on Silent Hill Ascension, which was also awful. And yeah, I basically, to sum up my thoughts from there, I think the series is dead. I think it's been dead for about 20 years now since we got four great games out of the series, and that's more than a lot of series don't even get one great game. We got four amazing classic games out of it that are still very playable today. And yeah, I think we should be happy with what we got, and we should move on with our lives. And we can't really because Konami's going to slap the Silent Hill name on everything here, even things that have nothing to do with Silent Hill, which is this is another prime example of, I'm sure. So, yeah, this is going to be. I think we agreed to skip a little bit, right?
Yeah, so full disclosure, this is about 2 hours, um, and it's we were in a Discord. I was having a brain fart. You and I were in a Discord chat while I was playing through this.
Oh, you started it, yeah.
Yeah, and so there is some of my extra commentary. So you'll get my own actual thoughts on the game as I was playing it, but it's pretty atrocious. I guess in short, the short message is not short enough. It took me about 2 hours to complete this. Um, Most of it was me just kind of sitting there doing nothing, thinking how why is fan fiction allowed? And then because that's what this is, it's fan fiction,
Did
and
it feel like it didn't feel like a Silent Hill experience, huh?
not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. And you had even told me that the composer and the art director were a part of this. Man, I'll tell you, I didn't get that indication at all.
Yeah,
So
Masahiro Ito was the concept designer, and Akira Yamaoka once again came back to do a soundtrack for this, I believe. So, I mean, I guess once again that just proves that Team Silent is more than the sum of its parts. You really need to have that good solid vision, and that you need to have that full band back together to really get the actual quality product that we've expected. But like I said, that's never going to happen again, probably. So just we got to move on with our lives. But first we got to get through this.
yeah, I guess we'll start it. Oh, oh, even my computer's like, no, we don't need to do this.
Is it not playing? You click the play button.
I hit the play button. Hold on. Let me bring
Reload.
it back. Let me bring it back up.
It's so bad it refuses to even like
Yeah.
playback.
It's just like, no, we're not doing this. Okay, here we go. All right, I gotta share my screen back with you again. So hold on. Uh, Let me know when you can see my screen.
I can't see it. We have to probably rejoin the call again.
That's fine. We'll just redo it real quick.
Okay.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Gosh, this game is just causing problems. Boy, oh boy. All right. How about now?
Yep, now I can see everything. One little side note, actually, too, while we were doing this, I pulled up the Konami shop. Like they have an online shop now for all of their merchandise. And there's actually, believe it or not, I can't believe this, there is Silent Hill Ascension merchandise. And it's just like it's parody almost how bad it is. there's like hoodies and t-shirts and mugs and shit. Like, who is buying this? Like,
Can you hear it? Can you hear it, by the way? Because I know we're having.
Unfortunately, I can. Yeah.
See how this is, I guess.
All right. Oh, there's your voice from the
All right, new
the
game.
original
If
recording.
You feel that you are...
All right, so I do want to pause here and read through this real quick because they call this the short message. And one of the things about what made the original Silent Hill games great, in my opinion, was subtlety. You know, it wasn't out there in front of you in terms of whatever the theme or the narrative would be. You kind of had to think to get to what that conclusion of what they were intending. So you start this game, and right away you get this notification. If you feel that you are at risk of suicide or self-harm, please seek medical and or professional advice, treatment and or support from experts in the field of suicide and self-harm prevention. If you need immediate assistance, please contact the local hotline or hospital. If you notice someone around you who appears to be struggling, try talking to them. One brave step can save lives. And then it gives you information on the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. I don't want to get into the semantics of suicide and what this is saying, but
yeah, this isn't a discussion about that. But I mean, imagine if you booted up Silent Hill 2 for the first time and it had a big disclaimer about guilt, or you play Silent Hill 3 and there's
spousal abuse.
Or spousal abuse, or revenge is wrong, or something like that. Like, imagine it just completely takes the wind out of the sails here already before we've even started the game proper.
Yeah, before we've even started the game. So I'm starting this. I'm knowing, okay, well, clearly suicide is about this.
Blah blah blah.
And yeah, there's my reaction. Blah blah blah.
Seeking a connection with others is a sign of weakness. It's running away. The strongest animals don't form groups. They act alone. And need only themselves.
Which, by the way, that's bullshit.
I was gonna say, I mean,
that's not true. Like, lions, hyenas, wolves.
Yeah, lions have prides. I mean, what do we mean by that? Elephants, the largest, mammal in the world.
Right.
They tend to be pretty social animals. I mean, I don't really know what you're trying to say there.
Would understand that to adult me.
So it's that's the first impression right out the gate. Wait, and I gotta say too, the way she looks, I feel like she looked different in the teaser trailer in the State of Play. I must be having like a Berenstain moment. Because
right away here, there's nothing interesting about this thing's design. It's the most generic looking amalgamation of a modern human being I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing distinct. I might run for another beer at some point.
You're probably gonna want to. I would say go ahead and do it.
Oh, yeah. Maya told me to come here.
So this is me kind of like getting the feel for the game, and like at this point I'm pretty much mashing every button on the controller to see like what does what, and really there's nothing.
Okay, so this is a first-person experience?
Yep, you have a zoom option,
This model.
and that's it.
This building.
So these are various like more pieces of information, so we can skip past this.
Didn't always suck. Our parents dreamed of this.
Again, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing.
Ooh, actually, this is important because it's talking about like the abandoned properties.
So this place didn't always suck. Our parents dreamed of this.
I mean, right away, it's laying down so much stuff here. I feel like the other games worked better because they had sort of a simple.
Oh, and right here, this bothers me too. COVID-19 is mentioned in this. Why is this trying to like ground us in the real world? Like, I didn't like that.
You got 2008 global financial crisis there and stuff like that. Where like,
Yeah, like, oh man, I totally missed that. I was so focused on COVID-19, I didn't even bother reading down.
you're not gonna have any escapism here at all.
God,
This has to be grounded in the real world, right?
Oh man, and she totally makes comments of like, you know, essentially capitalism bad.
Oh my god, they reference COVID-19 pandemic in this? Why is this linked to reality?
Two attempts to.
I don't know. I think like good scary stories start off with like kind of a simple premise. Like Silent Hill 1. You're finding you're looking for your daughter. And Silent Hill 2. Your mysterious dead wife sends you a letter.
Yeah, all adults are a slave to the system. Which
oh god,
she's
we're not even past like the first like room here, and it's already like bashing you over the head with shit here.
She's not wrong, but it's just like, why do you need to remind me? Like, we are all wage slaves. You know that.
I've always been trapped.
Yep. So. So we got more corridors here.
I hope it doesn't take me an hour and a half.
What was I giggling at there?
I mean, you don't have to skip too much, I mean.
Yeah.
But
it's like every time I hit 30 seconds, I've like said something like, "Oh, what was I talking about?" Like. Oh, maybe I was giggling at something you were saying because you and I were in a Discord chat.
oh yeah, I was kind of listening to you suffer through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maya?
I'm feeling nothing in this game. I hope it is.
It's your stream of consciousness thoughts here.
Like, oh boy.
Oh, beautiful, stunning, and powerful.
Yep. Cherry Blossom. That's Maya's signature.
That's Maya's signature. She's
amazing.
Is Maya like her love? Maya is like her lover or something, right?
No. Now check this shit out. This is weird, and this is like
begging for us to paint it with our hopes and dreams. I want to show the hidden side of girls. Their impulses, their urges.
Their impulses and urges aren't all that hidden. Just FYI.
They tend to crave attention.
They tend to wear that on their sleeve.
Unapologetically. Now more than ever. Okay, just go on like a TikTok for like 5 minutes. You'll see. I mean, they will immolate themselves if they think it gives them 5 seconds of attention.
Right. Sorry about that.
Not that most men are extremely complex either, but it's usually there's something going on there.
Who developed this?
Wait, you got to hear me say my comment on this.
God, she's so ugly, man. Who developed this?
For a graffiti artist, spray paint and a black wall, all you need is
spray paint and a blank. Oh. Manipulated family.
What was that about young girls paint scars of blossoms nonsense? Like,
oh, here, the flowers represent the girls overcoming past traumas, or at least their desire to. Oh,
what the fuck are they talking about? Like, what trauma does like the modern like? Has there ever been an easier time to be alive?
I don't know, man.
What trauma? I mean, are you, maybe if you're living like in a war zone or something.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I mean, if like I said, even if you're much more concerned if you're a guy because you're probably going to be running into combat.
Right.
This solipsistic kind of worldview.
Oh yeah,
it's like it's all about me.
Out.
Wait, what?
God, she's so ugly, man.
We gotta.
Who developed this?
Oh yeah, we gotta move on. We gotta move on from this shit. I'm getting deja vu.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was coming out.
It's not to downplay that some people actually do go for some serious problems and have very difficult lives, obviously, but
Yeah.
I'd say the vast majority here. I mean, here, if you ever want to have an idea of what it's like to be a modern woman, or what potential is available to them compared to men, go on Twitch for 5 minutes and see, pull up,
Suffocate
just
family.
chatting, and you'll see just
I guess
dozens
there
and dozens
should,
of
be-
women sitting around in bikini with thousands of men
Don't
giving
be,
them money for
manipulated,
existing,
believe
Right.
in your
and
senses.
then you'll see hundreds and thousands of
We'll
men
repaint it
that
all.
are playing some random strategy game from 20 years ago to an audience of 0 people
Yep.
and getting no money.
Yep.
Like that just to give you an idea of who's kind of on top in these situations.
Right.
Just one example there.
I can't
That
tell.
you can find out for yourself in
Then
5
there's the
seconds.
whole. There's
5 seconds
the
yourself
whole,
of
letters,
Googling.
but it's
Then there's the
not.
whole OnlyFans.
Idiot
thing.
cell.
Oh yeah, we're not even into the actual legit scene there, adult scene there. That's just the soft core stuff.
Who's there?
I wish I got money for existing and blah blah blah. And
Sorry for the late reply. I fell asleep.
So this is a conversation where they're just. These two are basically.
Did it
taking your meds?
Job yesterday?
I get the impression that they're girlfriends.
I'm okay. I can
So-
actually kind of get some rest now. Didn't mean to scare you or anything. It's all good. All's good now.
That's a relief.
I'm relieved.
What's a relief?
You're right. What's a relief? What happened?
So
What?
this is set in Germany?
that's kind of a jarring jump there.
I can back it up a little bit more. It's just me going through a door. That's all it is.
This place.
God, look at her. She
They stole
is
this from Control. Control had this exact same thing where you go into a room. I'm pretty sure it was Control where you go into a room and there's like 1,000 post-it notes on the walls.
Oh, I don't know.
They stole it from Control.
So this is the female voice actress that I was saying. It sounds like Rita Repulsa. After 10,000 years, I am finally free.
I'm not so sure what you played is worse than what I'm going through right now, man. It's
Child abuse, neglect, and once again, like I said, I mean,
So yeah, we can read the, child abuse, neglect. I mean, these are the files that are found here. So I mean, nothing, nothing interesting happening here. It was nearly doubled. Recent economic strife and its resulting poverty are thought to be the cause. So,
need more programs.
Yep.
My mom loved me.
My mom.
Is this
loved
supposed to be
me.
like bullying, or is this like her own like internal monologue, like like self-loathing type of thing? Like,
I never really. Well, yeah. I mean, essentially, it is like.
once again, you see the stark difference between men and women. I remember being like, I was, I mean, early high school was not fun for me. It was like I would have killed for someone to hate me. You
Yeah.
know?
Who's this
I
streamer
wish I
you're
had
watching?
enemies. Like usually as a guy, 99% of
Synthetic Man?
guys, you just get ignored.
okay.
You just get completely ignored. There's no enemies. There's no one bullying you. You're just ignored.
Oh man, we bullied and I went to
Oh my god.
private school. From 1st through 8th grade, we bullied the fuck out of each other. Oh, here we go.
Oh God, what now?
You'll see.
Bad things happen because of you!
The Rangers must be destroyed.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
She's gonna do it.
How could this happen to me?
Total ripoff of PT, by the way. And like when I entered here, it's like,
PT,
oh man.
PT didn't invent the walking simulator; kind of just popularized it to some degree, I think.
No, I know, but the bathroom was very reminiscent of the PT bathroom. And when I got into that bathroom, it's like, oh, something interesting is happening in here. No, just that brief scene of where it's implied that she's gonna cut herself.
They didn't even have the balls to show it.
Nope.
He did. I didn't get to watch it at all, obviously.
You know what games actually like dealt with suicide in a nice, kind of much more subtle way? Silent Hill 2 and 3.
I suppose.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where like I didn't even realize I was being hunted by something. So I just kind of like stopped.
You're like, what's going on? So something's chasing you right now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is supposed to be like the modern day radio static as your phone freaks out?
Right.
Where am I?
I think I was like looking down at my phone because like it's like nothing's happening in this game. I don't have to worry about anything.
Fuck was that thing?
And
I didn't even see it, so I don't know.
Which is true. I didn't even see the monster, so I don't know.
Is this all they can really do for... I mean, is this all they think is scary anymore? Because it feels like every modern Silent Hill game, or every like Silent Hill game since like 2011 or so, it has like some kind of chase sequence in it. Shattered Memories had chase sequences.
Honestly,
Downpour had
yeah.
chase sequences.
Rundown apartment complex in Kennington has become known for its suicides, with teenage girls jumping from its roof practically every year. Despite repeat events, the building, abandoned ever since the development management company declared bankruptcy, remains easily accessible. So, girls be killing themselves.
Not really.
And then they attempt to. Okay, that's bad enough.
Like I said,
that's
it's mostly back to attention.
That's just as bad. This video may get flagged.
No, wait, Troy Baker.
It probably
loves me,
will,
man.
but that's fine. I mean, we're just being real with you here, And I mean, obviously,
Mike Brown. Shit!
He loves me.
We forgot to shout out our boy Mike Brown 0951. Man.
Yeah, we need his pulse on this here. What's his thoughts?
I hope you give us your thoughts on this, man.
Yeah, right.
And like this shit was just so jarring to me. Like this is just, I hate this shit.
All right, so now we're gonna switch to my student film.
This whole thing is an art project.
Not cherry blossoms, though.
Yeah.
They bloom beautiful. They fall beautiful. That's how I want my life to be.
Have you ever been to like an art school? It's like the most pretentious thing in the world. Like, I mean, I'll never forget
I
going to.
I went to UW Milwaukee, man. So I just I just doxed myself, but I don't care. Like,
No, yeah. Well, I've visited an art school and seen like final projects. They do like final projects for the end of it. It's just like the most like pretentious crap in the world. But
yep.
Some actually do have talent. Like I said, there's always exceptions, but for the most part, I saw there. I'm like, I could do this.
Yeah, well, I mean, art is just subjective anyway. I don't even like discussing art because what's art to one person is garbage to another. It's not even worth meriting a discussion.
It's gone, right? Where is this?
Yeah, that's why I like. Well, I mean, I think art can, that's a whole philosophical discussion about whether art can be subjective or if there are identifiable criteria for art. To make it, to be kind of some objective standard of what is good. But all I know is that
can I just jump off the ledge and kill myself
art.
And end this?
Yeah, please just end it, please. Jump.
Oh hey.
The famous suicide spot.
Oh, there you go. Well, yeah.
This is probably where I wish I remembered. I wish I remembered what you said.
I'm probably saying some silly shit right now.
I've changed my mind. Can you do something for me now?
Oh, this is where we were joking about jumping off the ledge.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Whee!
Creepy. Maya,
We're joking about them jumping.
you're all right.
What is creepy? I don't.
I'm like falling asleep here, you know. Now, granted, it was probably like
Yep.
12:30 or 1 in the morning when I'm playing this. By the way, the reason why I'm clearing my throat, I think I'm allergic to white onions. I had some.
How can you be allergic to onions?
We had a taco night on Tuesday, and I bought
Taco Tuesday.
I bought you know how grocery stores do like pre-chopped onions that you can buy.
Yeah.
So I bought pre-chopped white onions and cilantro. And I've noticed this in the past. Whenever I've had like white onion, my throat like kind of tightens up. And so when I had tacos on Tuesday, my throat tightened up, and then I had them again last night. And my throat tightened up on me. Or I had them for lunch yesterday, and my throat tightened up on me. So I was like, I might be allergic to white onion. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Because like today, I'm perfectly fine.
So you don't
So
Yeah, I don't really have like a food allergy I can think of, but yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, it's I mean they give some nice flavor, you know. I mean, you never eat them in isolation, but I mean,
yeah, I mean red onion. I've never had issues with red onion, so maybe it's just white onion. I've heard of that where like people are allergic to one particular thing in the same food group, but not another.
about me.
So
I don't see color, you know. I mean, red or white, you know.
Dude,
It's all
I
the
don't know,
same.
man. I think I got the short end of the stick here. Honestly. Dude, I don't know, man. This is pretty fucking unbearable.
As long as I'm here.
I can see what you were talking about.
right, like now you
50
get
what?
it.
Oh,
This is
I
why
should start going into like a whatnot stream while we're doing this here with like pull my items out of my
what's
I'm
the
selling
section
shit
at
back here.
in Metacritic?
Yeah.
By the way, here's a much better game you can buy for me.
You here?
And Maya is just this artist who's been making these paintings. So Maya is the one who's been making these paintings that you see with the cherry blossoms and shit.
Maya's sketches.
And she's killed herself.
And they look
But this girl,
It's like, why do I care about any of this?
right?
Too good to grade.
a new life. So full of life.
Oh god.
You know, I am afraid about AI getting rid of a lot of jobs, but you know, some of the jobs it's going to get rid of, I think it's at least we won't have like, you know, I think there's going to be an effect where you're going to have fewer. We won't have this because there's going to be you can't
I'll
you
have to
can't go to
fucking play
your
Tormented
eventually you can't go to your
Souls,
dad and be like, oh, I want to go to
Get the
art
taste
school
of this
for
out of my mouth.
200K, you know, for 4 years. Well, it's like, well,
Look at her.
sweetie,
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but look how ugly she is. Look how fucking ugly she is.
At least
Aggressively ugly.
Ascension showed you monsters, even if they were goofy. I haven't
Bridge
seen
body
anything yet. How long have I been
and,
playing
like,
this? A half hour?
But yeah, but eventually, I mean, you're not gonna be able to go and be like, you know, I want to get my this big, huge, giant loan for
God, she's
something
so
like, you know,
fucking
like, well,
ugly.
sweetie, you know, I can go on Bing and type in any kind of painting I want, and it's gonna pop up for free.
Wait, real quick. Listen.
Even more followers.
I say it again. I say the thing.
God, she's so fucking ugly.
It's because she is. She is so
I
fucking
lost
ugly.
followers again.
Yeah, so here's the now this is true. This I believe, you know, the female obsession with social media and like, oh my god, I've lost followers because that's all that's important to me. So it's like this.
How's this for a style? She looks like she wants to kill me in that picture.
Loving it.
So the more I see of this, the more I think like maybe, you know, jumping off that building is a logical conclusion for her.
Yeah.
You know?
No sexy stuff, no followers.
Which is true for women. Like if you're not doing anything provocative, you're not going to get any followers. which goes to show sex sells, which is why you don't have a character model like this being in Instagram bikinis. There is no sexy pics for her because she's not good looking in the slightest. I'm getting angry. I'm gonna play Liza P.
There's that
So not Silent
there's that
Hill,
quote.
man.
I can't remember who said it, but it's like, how do you become a cyberbully? Like, just walk away from the computer.
Right, exactly.
Like bullying back in the day.
I think that was Louis C.K. I think that was part of his stand-up bit. Was Louis
Yeah, somebody said it. It's like, I mean, like, bullying to me, like, I mean, the classic impression is like you're being thrown into a fucking locker. You know what I mean? Like,
now I have to
like,
suffer twice.
Bullying, this is like, oh my god,
Thanks, Anita.
I mean, were we bullied by Mike Brown because he didn't like our shit? You don't see us crying over it.
I had to call the suicide watch line personally.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject, man. Come on.
Huh? Why did she jump from the villa? Why did she have to die?
So this is where you find out that Maya's dead, the artist.
Maya,
Maya,
who?
Maya, Maya.
How could I forget that? Are you alright, Anita?
Because you're a narcissist.
It was horrifying. I had to think about somebody other than myself for like 4 seconds.
Who's this? Find it. Who?
Yeah, Konami, can we get a shorter message than this
man.
next time, please?
The lesbian was right. This is not short enough.
So when I say the lesbian was right, this is not short enough. I have a coworker who happens to be a lesbian, and
I want to see the monster. Where's the monster?
She was telling me about this, and like she was ragging all over this. Rightfully so.
What is is there even a monster? Like,
There is. I think finally I
Gave you a
hear.
deal?
I think finally you hear it, and yep, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's so hard to get away from.
they're so afraid of doing like actual combat in games anymore. Like they think like you just like that's the only thing you can do in horror games is you have to just run away.
Yeah.
Maya died. But her art lives on. Even more followers.
I mean, you kind of miss something by doing that. I mean, like that's supposed to be part of the anxiety of a horror game. It's like, okay, am I too low on ammo to handle the situation now? Am I if I don't have any health drinks or anything, I can't handle this anymore.
This is where
You're kind of constantly in anxiety, and it kind of pushes you into more, to take risks and to go into different areas, to explore for things that you might need to scavenge, essentially, to survive.
I can be like her.
Instead of just being like, oh, okay, well, I don't need to
The
worry about
lesbian may
combat
be
at all. I
based,
just got to
but
run
she's
away
still
from
a
the
woman.
thing. Just duck around the side of it here. Oh, she gonna jump? Is it over now?
God, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, is it over? Is it over now?
Yes.
I believe I can fly.
Is it over?
You hear me go, yes. I don't think suicide is funny. Like people who actually kill themselves, they clearly felt.
Oh, obviously it's like people that
You
actually
know.
go through it. It's tragic as hell.
Yeah, you know. But it's just like again,
that's
here's
it.
the disclaimer. Yeah, I was like, I think
It comes
that's
up again.
Yeah, there's a disclaimer. So
Oh my god!
I'm
They
thinking
think you are
it's
a
over.
literal. They think you're a literal child playing this.
Am I back at the villa?
Is that it?
But why didn't I die?
Oh no, it's not it. Oh man.
As you can
Also-
hear, I'm enthralled about it not being over.
Oh, my battery.
Oh, this is where her
it's
phone
like-
dies. So your phone dies, right? And I'm thinking like, oh, okay, well now it might be a little bit more intensified, right? Your phone is literally dead for maybe like a few minutes of you walking around while nothing is happening. So it means nothing. It doesn't incorporate any type of tension with it being dead.
That girl gets an empty and light.
And the Rangers will pay!
I don't know if I can finish this, man.
They already given up right here. That's great.
I don't know if I can.
So
tolerate it,
okay. So this is
honestly.
more so trying to like this is aping PT with the loop stuff, right?
Yeah, it's... Zordon is my sworn enemy!
There's this woman like constantly screaming at her. Did you watch the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when
Here
you
we
were a
go.
kid? Remember Rita Repulsa? And she always had that over the top, like eccentric voice. There's this woman screaming at your character, and it reminds me of her. Like, bad things happen because of you! Like, oh man.
Make my monster grow.
Make my monster grow, yeah.
What?
Slut. Who would do this?
She's a slut. Oh.
Well, I mean, good.
That's how they can made this game like kind of based. Be like that's the reason she's so messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I don't know if that was supposed to scare you. Like, when I first saw that, I was like, okay.
Stand still, laddie. I don't know why it made me think of like the Pink Floyd mass or whatever.
Oh, man. Fucking fantastic album, dude.
Yeah, that's a much better example of someone going through, crippling, awful depression and, the effects on a person like that. Just listen to The Wall. That's better.
Yeah, 100%.
And it does. They don't stop after every song and be like, "Oh, by the way, here's the
Oh, by the
suicide
way, here's
hotline."
the suicide hotline. If you're feeling bad about yourself, and remember, you are loved.
It's back on.
You are a unique, beautiful flower.
How could somebody do this?
If they really wanted to be like, somewhat bold with this, they could have had like a male protagonist.
Right. If they wanted to be somewhat bold with this, they could have like just done something entirely different.
It's got
Or if they had
nothing to
balls,
do
you know.
with
Because this
How
is
about
just,
this? How about this? Call it the short
I'm
message.
getting the
Take off the
impression
Silent
it's
Hill
supposed
part.
to be telling
Right.
me that bullying is bad.
Yo, what's up?
like, again, am I supposed to be scared of that?
It's yeah.
As you
That
can
would
see,
be that'd be
as you
really
can
scary
see-
if I never played Condemned Criminal Origins.
As you can see, I didn't have a reaction to that. Like,
Oh yeah, things popping up behind me. Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
done. Much better. Go play Condemned Criminal Origin. That was a great
well,
game.
and like I know you're not
Fucking
the big. I
definitely
know
do.
you weren't like a crazy big fan of PT, but
It's
at
just
least
talking about suicide and
with
slut shaming and
PT,
dude, it's
it did. PT had some very like disturbing moments where it's like, oh shit, you
It
know.
was okay. It kind of got the it was a decent. I mean, like I said, it was a free game, so I give it that. It was a free, short little haunted house simulator game, and then we got much better haunted house simulator games after that were kind of inspired by it. to some degree.
this shit, man. there's like these files. I'm not even reading them, but I'm like clicking on them. So just something more for us to talk about.
This is just like before.
I'm about to fall asleep too. Sorry for the late
Dude,
reply.
dude, like. So is Maya really dead? Why are you asking that? Please tell me. Yeah, she's dead.
Whoa.
You're so good to me, but you're leaving me behind.
So this is my first inclination.
I'm
that
getting
they
the
were
impression too that your character you play as is also a lesbian.
Can you really not say anything?
Who the fuck developed this? That's what I want to know.
This is my second time asking that.
What did you think of the book? The author killed themselves when they were young. Something beautiful from something tragic. It's kind of enchanting, isn't it?
Wasn't that a song by the Killers, When We Were Young?
Before they died.
When we were young. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you listened to them. That's okay.
No, I don't.
I said listened, past tense.
Oh yeah, they were huge for a little while.
Yeah.
They're on the radio and shit.
We all did. Don't fucking... I listened to them too. Here it is.
I listen to gothic industrial music.
Oh yeah, that's how it went. You sit there with your heartache, waiting on some beautiful...
Well, here's another thing too. Like this girl is cute. Like why don't they have?
Yeah, she is.
Like why don't they have the focus on her? Like I mean, maybe that might just get like my like just my basic attention.
Well, I mean, like
Right.
we said during the State of Blade, or State of Play, while watching the Stellar Blade trailer, you know, it was all attractive females. I think that I'm just like not paying attention here again. Yep.
Oh, God, I get like maybe another hour of this.
I'm thoroughly entertained with rewatching this. Honestly, like,
It's better on revisiting it, huh?
it is, yeah.
Not actually playing it.
Right.
Well, hopefully everyone that's watching this, we're saving you the trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
I will admit, I feel very jealous as a non PS5 owner. I mean, these are the incredible exclusives you guys are getting.
Okay.
You know, obviously PC. I mean, man, we just don't. We're missing out. You know.
I'm not
These
trying to be
PlayStation 5
I'm
exclusives.
legitimately not being a smartass, but is Tormented Souls on PC? I think it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, yes. Like
You sh-
99.9% of other games, it's on
you,
PC.
you should get that game. I think you would like it.
It's probably like fucking for free now at this point. Let's see.
I don't think it's free by now. I mean,
It's probably been like in 100 bundles at this point.
The short message.
It is.
I'm
It
not
is a
seeing
solid
anything
game.
that looks like any of
I
his
haven't
artwork,
finished it.
dude.
$6.99.
Like nothing.
$6.99.
Yeah.
It's
There's a
wor-
Tormented Souls 2.
Yeah, that's not out yet though.
Yep. Well, even the sound
I'll throw it on
effects,
the wish
I'm not
list.
hearing anything of his.
Oh yeah, normally $19.99, it's $6.99.
It's worth $7.
Like you would.
The only
there's
thing
such
I will say
distinct
so far
individuals,
that I've
you
had
know,
a
like,
complaint with regards to
you could-
Tormented Souls
if you saw their work,
is
you'd be like,
like
oh yeah, they did this.
the actual environments that you traverse through look really good, but your character model
bad.
looks like cartoony. It just looks out of place. That's my only complaint so far. Again, I haven't
I think
finished
you
it.
got
I
off
think I got
lucky.
like through the first couple hours. This is where I'm talking to you about fucking Ascension versus this. I didn't play at Ascension. I didn't look at Ascension at all. I think you again got the better deal on this.
There should
So-
be a platinum. trophy
Joint
for
effort of
this.
German and Japanese entrepreneurs back in the 1930s. Oh,
It
we're
should
getting into
just be
some
like,
interesting territory.
Sorry for what
Yeah.
we did to you.
Well, they're not going to talk anymore about that. I promise you.
No point predicting
Oh, tarot cards. That's the most Silent Hill thing I've seen so far.
Teenage suicides continued at infamous building. A rundown apartment complex, blah, blah, blah. Known for its suicide. Didn't I already read this? Yeah, I did already read this.
I mean, I know the game loops, but I mean, it feels really
Delta
like...
looks fucking phenomenal. I don't understand how. Yeah, he was bullied online in the 1960s. Yep.
See, like, there's a whole lot of nothing going on. Like,
yeah.
at least with Ascension, you were engaged with something. Even if it was bad, you were still engaged with something. Like, this is just nothing is going
Trash room.
Trash room. This is where this game belongs. In the trash room.
Oh, when I saw that it was a trash room, I was like, oh my god, are they going to try to shoe in a fucking Silent Hill 2 reference?
Especially what you call those shit stains art. You came out of nowhere. This is me. This is from me. Yeah. Can't believe other girls walk around school so without skin. Oh my god, my parents were fighting.
Yep.
Oh, the humanity. Deutschland Medical University.
This is for the college Amelie wants to go to.
Oh dang, I fucked his ass up.
What are you doing?
I'm playing Liza P.
Oh, on your portal?
Yep.
What does it look like? Show it for the camera.
I'm in the middle of a boss fight right now. I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, now I'm getting fucked up.
Oh, I can see it kind of on your TV in the background.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, dude. This fucking. Yeah, I mean, this character you play as definitely have known my fair share of women that act like her. That's for sure. It's so exhausting. Just nothing I ever do is good enough. Nobody likes me. I don't look good. Blah blah blah. Which all of those are probably true for this particular character, but it's just.
Yeah, what do you do like when the bullying is accurate?
Right.
That's good. That's not good, man.
Hashtag where's the lie?
Oh god, man, I don't know. I'm kind of like following along a playthrough of it right now, and if their playthrough is any indication, I got like 45 minutes of this. If nothing else, fucking 45 minutes. If nothing else, dude, I'll just, if it doesn't look like there's an end in sight soon.
You're kind of like coping here, like, oh my god, how can I get out of
I got
this?
enough for us to talk about it and just.
Maybe I'll finish. I don't know. I don't know. I can handle it.
The way her brother looked at her. I bet she wants to leave to get away from all that.
Oh god, this dude is.
I didn't have any type of impression of it from the trailer I saw. I was just like, oh, maybe it's just gonna be like a rehash of PT. That's what I thought it was gonna be.
It's not like this.
And like, I thought PT was okay. It was entertaining. But yeah, it's
Rita Repulsa.
no, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say it is either, but it was entertaining. It had some type of atmosphere to it. It had something, you know. To,
Oh, damn it.
it got you to feel something, and like, which is more than what I can say for this pile of shit. Oh God, a door's opening for the outside. Oh, please kill myself again.
I mean, I don't know if this will do anything, but like here.
Yeah, we'll talk
It
numbers
looks
later.
okay.
I mean, it looks fine.
Right.
It's a 1080p LCD screen, so.
Otherwise, you might have to turn your chair around.
Well, I gotta be on camera
I know.
for this riveting
Go
video we're shooting right now.
What are they throwing at her? Soda bottles?
Yeah, I mean, because this happened in high school all the time, right? Like, I don't know about you, but I remember constantly having shit thrown at me and, you know, people talking shit to me.
I wish people did. Like, I mean, that's what it's like. Like, so maybe that's the experience for like women and stuff like that. But I mean, for a guy, if you're a lonely guy in high school, especially like early on, that was the case because I had no friends that joined my high school at first, and then it's like, I mean, I would have killed for people to hate me.
It's like, even when with the bullying in elementary school, like at worst, it was just name calling. Like, that was it. Nobody like threw any. Well, actually, there were a couple of rare occasions. There was a guy in 7th grade who shit himself during like a pacer run. Literally shit himself. And then he didn't go home or anything. So like gym class for just for clarity's sake was at like 11 in the morning. So we do like our pacer run outside at the park, have lunch, and then go back to normal classes, and we all find out he has shit himself. And you can smell it.
Why the hell wouldn't he go home?
He just didn't. I don't know. He just didn't go home.
Well, at that point, I think it's just he's asking for it, you know?
Right. So we were pretty intense with that. Like we.
This is basically like a movie we're watching. There's barely any gameplay. You're just moving forward.
No, yeah, that's all it is. But yeah, we had like this is when like Adidas cologne first came out. I'm sure you had that. Like every.
Oh yeah, well, there's no cologne that they've invented yet that'll cover up you shitting your pants.
Right. And kill her. Oh, you fucker.
I guess the monster's chasing again here. I kind of want to see you like die to the monster or something.
I think I do die to the monster in this portion actually, and you'll be disappointed. What the hell? Did I just fucking like...
Are there supposed to be mouths on the wall? I kind of like that, actually. It's kind of... Oh. The cherry blossom monster.
Yep. Okay, so I did die, right?
Yeah.
And that's all it was, is he just freaking, like, stabs me.
Why are you chasing me?
Oh, come on. Alright, I'm not gonna beat these guys.
I think this got like a 50 on Metacritic. So I'm surprised that, like, you know, you figure like the journalists would love this. There's like barely any gameplay, and it's dealing with their pet, one of their pet issues and stuff like that. It's checking all the boxes, and that just goes to show you, you can check all the boxes, Konami, they're still gonna hate you.
Right.
Why are you chasing me? Not again. Not again. What did I do to deserve this?
You know what's worst about all of this is the voice acting. That's the worst thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so bad, man. A lot of people say the voice acting in the original games was bad, and like, I didn't think so. I thought it was like an appropriate performance based on the context of the storylines that they were telling. But
I mean,
like,
for Silent Hill 1, it was goofy. I mean, but that was just kind of par for the course at the time. You know, nobody took video game, you know, voice acting seriously. For Silent Hill 2, it just, I mean, it was kind of an intentional design decision to go with these, non-professional actors, and it worked to great effect, I think.
yeah.
The girl in this picture is Amelie.
Amelie is the girl you've been texting. Who is your implied girlfriend? Excuse me.
Oh, God. Oh,
It's
man.
unbearable, right?
I know.
You have to sit through this. I mean, I'm skipping through what I can, but you are sitting through this. I had to do it. I have to do it twice, okay? I don't want to hear your fucking complaining.
That's right.
Call the suicide watch line or whatever the fuck it is if you feel the need.
Yeah, what was that number again?
What's that? Oh, you like what you see?
Again, these scenes are so jarring, man. Why?
Wait a sec. You two are from my class. Those glasses look good on you. Sorry, she's so cute. I couldn't help myself.
Oh my gosh. So, like, that's the character model of the person you're playing as. I mean, she's not the greatest looking thing ever, but she looks better than what that is.
It's like,
Hold on. I think I make a comment about it. We got to get my comments. I might actually go through this recording and like snip out me talking shit about her for like a shorts video or something.
That's a good idea.
Do I comment on it?
I don't know, but yeah, obviously it's jarring. It's this like ugly. There needs to be like a new word for it. They like uglify. You know, they make these otherwise like, you know, good looking women, actresses. You know, that are face models. You know, Spider-Man was an infamous example of that too. Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
They take these attractive women and they make them look like these trolls, and it's like, why? It has to be intentional. No one can put them side by side and be like. You know, I mean, we had fairly realistic representations of people going back to like the Xbox 360 era here. I mean, we definitely have the technology to make people look good in a game.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, look at this. Look at that library. Look how detailed and nice that looked. You know, you telling me we can't make a face that looks somewhat similar to the real life actress? You know,
Right.
Sorry. I was just thinking about something.
and who the hell's making fun of these girls? If I'm slipping these girls a note, it's to get their number.
Right.
Like, seriously.
him up. You're gonna die.
My impressions in a letter.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, she didn't take any damage at all this
Read
battle.
it when you get home, okay?
We got to be getting towards the end, though, right?
You would hope so.
Where was it? That book.
Oh, you got to find a book.
Yeah.
Talk about the birth rates.
Dang it, man. I'm gonna switch weapons.
So, it is
It's a curse.
Let's see. Ah, here we are. Mein Kampf.
Mein Kampf. So this part was like slightly interesting, if I'm being honest, because it's talking about like this like old timey witch. So it's like, oh, okay, like that's pretty cool. You know, that it's just talking about like this old.
The Witch of the Far East. Is there a Wicked Witch of the Far West?
Maybe there is. I don't know.
We have to drop a house on her.
Maybe. Again, I said it was slightly interesting. Okay, I'm not saying it's the fucking greatest thing. Uh-oh. Okay, that was 59.
looks like there's space for a book here. Wait, I think I know these. No way.
No way.
No way.
No way.
Most non-heinous.
Most non-heinous. That was good.
That's the game I want to see. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure in Silent Hill. Oh, Ted, he's got a pyramid for a head, man.
Totally radical, dude. I'll be honest, I've never seen those movies.
Oh my god, they're good.
Are they?
They're dumb. I mean, they're like proto stoner movies before stoner movies were really a thing.
Yeah.
But they're just dumb, fun movies. Watch at least the first one.
Okay.
And it's just a goofy movie.
I just can't stand Keanu Reeves, really. Like, I don't think
it's Keanu Reeves, not really as Keanu Reeves. He doesn't seem like Keanu Reeves at all. He's playing like some idiot, high school kid type of character that's like into like, they want to make a band and stuff like that. They're just like dumb kids. That's part of the. It's sort of like almost like a Dumb and Dumber before Dumb and Dumber in a way, but mixed in with like other stuff too. George Carlin's in it in a small role, but they're basically going through time and like like goofy hijinks ensue. And then in the second movie, it gets even goofier because they go to hell literally. And yeah, it's goofy. And I haven't seen the modern reboot movie yet, but I hear it was actually surprisingly okay.
That's not true.
But yeah, at least watch the first one. It's not. I'm not saying no one would ever say it's a masterpiece, but it's funny. It's kind of charming for its time too. Like it's like this is what movies used to be. It's how silly they were.
I guess. Oh, I just really can't stand Keanu.
It's not like I mean, keep in mind it was Keanu Reeves before Keanu Reeves was like really like big.
I get that.
It's an early role. Just like like Nightmare on Elm Street is not like a Johnny Depp movie, even though he's in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get out of here.
Wait. My locker. Why is it locked? Is there something I don't want to see?
Is there something I don't want to see?
Experience the horror of forgetting your locker combination.
Right.
Just write it on the back of the lock. Like, who the hell's gonna steal your shit out of your
Right.
locker? What are you gonna do? You know, take my books and do my homework?
Right.
Everything valuable I'll keep in my backpack with me.
Oh God. Oh no. Don't focus on me anymore. Oh, he's still focused on me. Oh, I gotta heal my gun too.
Is it like paused or something, or just like did you like Google the combination here at this point?
No, you couldn't Google it. It was.
Oh.
This is,
You know,
where,
oh,
this is where I realized. Oh, okay. There's numbers in there. Yeah.
There's a 1.
panic for a second. I thought we'd have to think.
No.
3.
Let's see. It's 8675309.
0312. 0312.
I know what's inside. And I can't look.
Boy, that was tough.
No.
Here it is. What's this letter? Is it inside the book? Remember when I said I wanted to live like a cherry blossom?
No.
To be beautiful and dignified for a fleeting moment. Simply by letting go of life. Daring.
Oh, you bitch.
Won't last.
This I couldn't skip through, which bothered me.
I wish I could live like
There's nothing that bothers me more than not being able to skip through boring
I want
exposition.
to experience true beauty.
And once again, we can't do it. We have to have this narration over a letter, just like in Silent Hill 2. We can't do anything, you know.
Yeah.
I met someone who made me feel different. He showed me a whole new world.
A whole new world.
Gave me hope. I honestly thought he could help me find a new me. I felt it with all my heart. But people didn't understand us. Didn't want that from us.
Oh man.
In the end, they took my hope from me.
Again, real riveting stuff.
They took him away. People who can't achieve.
There's like a good 20 minutes that'll be skipped for sure because of me just dying repeatedly.
Okay.
So.
Well, we want to see some of that. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, we can show some of it. It was just like, just me not knowing where.
Was it apparent what to do next or something?
It not. I guess like, it was the final like, boss encounter. He had to find so many like pictures, and it was just like I didn't know.
You have everything. You're way more talented than me. So why? Why take Amelie from me when I acted like I wasn't even there? Amelie is my friend. She's mine.
Oh, her friend.
You got a friend in me.
So fucking ugly, man. God.
She wouldn't pay attention to me. How was I supposed to?
I think I'm listening to like a fucking walkthrough of this to see if there's any way I could skip through it quicker. Okay, yep. So here's in this.
Oops. Hello. Is she running or having sex? She's all the fucking
Right.
rolling here. Really in hallway running action.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
You know those dodge. Look at that dodge capability of mine.
Yeah, it's got nothing on you. Don't run.
Yeah, don't run. Here we go. Yes. Time to yeet ourselves off the building. And I can't stand these like screen effects that they do too, like the fucking like the fake TV static. Oh gosh. I certainly hope I don't listen to like any you know.
I finally get it.
Yeah, you know, fuck it. I do hope I listened to something naughty last night.
Anita, what's up?
What, you were watching that over this or something?
I was just like looking for anything to distract me from this. Like honestly, like
Maya died because I killed her.
okay, so she killed somebody.
What are you talking about? You and Maya wrote letters to each other, right? Yeah, but then Maya jumped off the villa roof. Well, there was supposed to be one in the last book you had, too. What? That letter. That letter was a message for you. Why are you telling me this, Anita? I was
A short message.
jealous of Maya. I was afraid she'd take you away from me. My mom was right. I should never have been born. Oh, wait, Anita.
And like this is weird too, because like she's just like talking about her mom, and it's just like, okay, like, so is this about a friend that killed herself, or is this about a mom that treated you like shit? Like, I don't know. Here we go. Here's the disclaimer again, in case you had forgotten. I'm gonna get another beer because
So hopefully this is the last loop, right?
this is the last loop. Yes.
What? I jumped off the building.
Oh man. Yeah, stay out of trouble.
Even if I die, this doesn't end.
Oh, here's another thing we took from Silent Hill 2. Is that his body or her body?
You'll see. Oh, you did see. Yeah, that's her. That's her body.
Oh yeah, another thing we stole from Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, without understanding what you were stealing.
Yeah. Except in that game, they weren't like, "Oh my god, it's me."
Yeah. What are your thoughts so far? Which one of us had the worst deal, you or me?
I'll actually defend this game in that this is actually a game compared to Silent Hill Ascension, which was just a microtransaction machine to get you to vote inconsequentially on what happens in a cutscene.
I don't know.
So at least this is like a game. It's not a good game at all. It's completely free. And no one was going to care when this is gone. I use
the term game loosely for this. I will say, like, this is where they go into the dynamics of the mother-daughter relationship. I was like, okay, finally it got a little bit interesting.
What's the deep lore on the mother-daughter relationship?
I mean, there's no, I wouldn't say deep lore, but the mother is abusive. there is a file that I skipped, and I feel like I shouldn't have, because I was like, I'm just done exploring, and at this point I just wanted to get through this to be done with this. So this is the apartment of your character when she was a kid. Let me see here. I am listening to somebody who's talking about it, and this is a problem. So, like, I think you, like me, you, like me, would have an issue with this particular file that I skipped. But I do want us to talk about it. So you kind of hear the guy that I was listening to, like, talking about it. God damn it.
I'll never see him again. I thought I found a happily ever after, but it was all a dream. However, I haven't lost everything. I still have my children, my cute little angels. Light up my life. Hello? She starts transforming little by little.
Why won't you listen to a damn thing I say?
Don't you listen to me.
Make my monster grow!
The bottle shouldn't be that heavy, but I admire the emphasis. It's at the February, the following year, my new man showed up to my place today with pizza. Children definitely need a father.
Okay.
Still don't take
Is this where you wander around not sure what to do?
when he left. I hope he doesn't hate me.
I do, yeah, a little bit here. So, yeah, I didn't realize there was something. But I'm going to pause this here. I'm going to pull something. What? Yeah, exit full screen. What the fuck, you piece of shit?
Just summarize for us.
Hold on. There we go. All right, here it is. This is a different playthrough, but it's talking about the Silent Hill phenomenon. The suicide.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
The suicide rate. The suicide rate has increased around the world, in large part due to the struggles brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, with countries still unsure how best to handle the issue. These trying times have also given rise to a strange phenomenon in many areas. Those affected suddenly claim to see fog, even on fair weather days, and lose consciousness shortly after.
We call it the cringe effect. Yeah, way to date your game, by the way. You know, focusing everything on it.
Yeah. This has come to be known as the Silent Hill phenomenon, named after a similar event that occurred in an eponymous U.S. town. The first to propose a theory explaining why this could be happening is Dr. XXX, a social psychologist at XXX University, who had the following to say in the matter. They can't name a doctor or a university because they know this shit isn't actually canon. To one who is psychologically unstable, fog represents uncertainty and sensory illusions. When in a state of high stress, one's vision may become obscured or tunneled as if one is wandering through a dense fog or mist. Societal uncertainty or apprehension about the future manifests as fog, thus blurring the lines between illusion and reality.
Right. Yeah. Trying to tie it into the other stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I mean, so many franchise and IPs do that now. Like modern like Star Wars stuff. Like we got to keep referencing back to stuff because we can't because they know it's garbage. Like no one wants to watch this stuff in isolation. It's like you got to keep referencing.
As time goes on, we are seeing more and more cases of the Silent Hill phenomenon. In response, Dr. XXX calls for a rapid rebuilding of society as well as a stronger emphasis on counseling and mental health care for the young.
Cool.
Have you ever heard of the Silent Hill phenomenon?
No.
It's not a thing. That's why.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, obviously, it's just some stupid way to try to tie it back to the other games.
I was just when I heard that I was like, oh, I'm thoroughly happy I missed that file, but I was like, this is something I'm gonna have to discuss with Spectre.
So now we're gonna reframe Silent Hill as instead of like an occult corrupting a spiritual power of a town and references to occultism and somebody literal demon Satan essentially. Now we're gonna reframe everything and as this is psychological trauma and blah blah blah.
Well, at least with Silent Hill 2 is more of like a manifestation of James's psyche. That's the way I took it.
Yeah, but everything comes back to the town itself, though.
Right? Yeah.
And the spiritual power of the town, the sacred place. It's referenced. Mary says that this whole place used to be a sacred place or whatever. It references back to that.
Yeah. So one thing I didn't notice at first, but as you progress through this apartment, because you go in here as your adult character, but you're reliving your memories of the past, and so your character's camera view gets shortened. And at this point, you've learned that like your character's mother was a narcissistic bitch, essentially, who was more focused on her dating life than her children, and then she was facing her children being taken from her, which resulted in with her son being found dead in a refrigerator, as you see, and then his sister, who was your character, is the one that lived on.
So everything, there's no occult or there's no occult. There's no spiritual power.
There's no occult or anything like that.
It's an abusive parent. Okay.
I will say this was the most interesting thing that I encountered. Like when I was reading through these files, it's like, oh, okay, at least this is interesting, She even moves like Rita Repulsa.
Ooh. This is kind of how I imagine it was in the Clinton household.
Oh, I didn't notice that the character.
Yet another reference here to Silent Hill 2.
Yep.
Which itself was a reference to Blue Velvet, but
yeah.
it just goes on and on and on.
You're wrong. I am your daughter. I don't think there's been anything that shows the mother's like denying her as her daughter. This is me listening.
Maybe
to
she
this.
meant that in a different way or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Just please tell me this is going to end soon.
Oh God, not soon enough. I'm listening to a playthrough of this to try to figure out how to get through this. So.
Oh, so we got to get to the point where you get like stuck or something, right?
Yeah. So this is like the final section. So it's like, okay.
It's like,
I really like what you drew me way back.
got you there.
Yep.
So I see what they're doing. Like they're making you grab these pictures or whatever.
Yeah. And as you can see, no reaction from me. I'm not scared. You know, I'm not like or anything like that.
It's annoying more so than anything.
It's entirely annoying. So I think I get all. I think this is the one. Yeah. So we'll go to like. We'll go to like here.
Come on, man.
At least you're probably happy when you finally finished it, right?
Oh, dude. Like, the entire time I'm playing this, I'm thinking, like, God, can I just get the last fucking thing so I can be done with this shit? Like...
You're way too hard on yourself.
4.
That's what the developer should be saying to us. I'm sorry.
Dude. At least, okay, so, like, at these sections, like, it's like, okay, I hear a little bit more of, like, Yamaoka. It's like, okay, this is kind of where he shines. And, like, honestly, games like this, I don't know, man. I don't like this, like, shit in first-person mode. They're trying to, like, incorporate this, like, false sense of tension. And it's just, it's not that. It's just annoying, you know? You're having me run around through a labyrinth of fucking nonsense. And it's just, I don't like that. And it's not scary because, like, as you can see, it's so easy to just, like, cheese this monster. It's like, oh, okay, it's coming at me from this way.
I don't even know if
like-
it's anywhere. Like, there's no way for me to even tell where you. Like, I don't even know if it's near you or if it's lost.
Right.
Like,
well, at best, like, you can hear it through my headphones, you know, as you hear it's clanking.
yeah, I hear noise and stuff, but it's just like, I mean,
And this is where I was like, oh, maybe I figured out something out with the cell phone, because, like, I don't know if you noticed, like, a few seconds back, it, like, went black. So it's like, oh, maybe nothing's around me?
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
getting frustrated.
Yeah, dude, it was entirely frustrating. It was not a good experience. Because, like, I'm just going through all these doors. I'm trying to pay attention to the room numbers I'm going
Nope,
through.
this ain't it.
Yeah, so you got all this stuff. You just got to figure out where to go.
No, I'm still missing one. At this point,
Oh, you're
I'm
still missing one?
I know which one I'm missing. I just can't remember which fucking door it's in. And the fucking my character model's making this annoying fucking noise the entire time. Is just here, and then
Oh, is this it?
yeah, this is where I figured out. Okay, I finally found the last picture.
What are you hiding inside?
You're just being cautious. You don't want to be trapped by it.
Right. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I've found everything. Am I gonna encounter the monster anymore? No. Once you find all the pictures, there's no longer any risk. Which I think is stupid, man. Like, why would the monster stop chasing me? You would think, if anything, it would get more aggressive.
Fucking Christ.
Am I gonna be alone forever?
Yes, you're gonna be alone forever. Because you are an ugly, ugly bitch. We're nearing the end here, though. Was found collapsed on the grounds of an apartment building in Kettenstadt. The death of the 18-year-old girl comes as a shock to not only local community members, blah, blah, blah. Believe the cause of death may be suicide, but given her popularity and lack of warning signs to her peers, they have not ruled out foul play.
She killed herself half a year ago? And that means I've been here this whole time?
Sure. That's what that means.
What'll it take for you to forgive me? Please, end this. Just let me die.
Oh, shit. I don't know why I did that. I don't want you to miss any of this riveting gameplay.
Is this me?
Still with me, Spectre?
She draw this?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty dull.
I'm just making sure you haven't killed yourself.
Show the hidden side
Right.
of girls.
No, I called that number. They helped me.
Their urges.
What?
What are you hiding inside? Don't worry about what people think. Be proud. So, she did notice me.
I swear to God, if I gotta do any more running bullshit.
As you can hear, I've had my...
I was so happy when my mom liked the first picture I drew.
Oh my god, somebody said... Whoo boy. Somebody said this is as much a Silent Hill game as Silent Hill
Could
2.
have had a different life, too.
Whew.
I guess someone
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
How much were they paid?
They're on Facebook, so probably nothing.
You actually noticed me. I never Anita, what's up? I'm sorry, Amelie. I'm such a piece of shit. I had no idea she'd do that.
God, she's so fucking ugly.
What are you talking about?
It's distracting.
Something happened? I thought I was invisible. That I didn't matter. No matter what anyone had said. I didn't listen. Anita? But you and Maya, both of you did see me. I should have figured that out sooner.
Huh.
Anita, wait. Where are you right now? Thank you, Amelie. You were always there for me. I'm going to go apologize to Maya now. Wait.
Why is this showing her acne scars too, by the way? Like, yes, do it. Do it. Well, the woman was gonna kill herself, but then her friend said, let's go shopping. And she's like, well, can't miss an opportunity to go shopping. And now... and that's how it is. Like...
That's all you gotta do. That's all it takes.
It's all it takes. A woman saying, she's gonna kill herself, like, honey, I'll take you shopping. Okay.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Like,
I got my release. I got that.
do these developers nowadays, like, do they not understand that they're playing into stereotypes when they put shit like this out? Like, this type of shit was in Spider-Man 2, right? Like, when you were playing as the Black Deaf Girl, and you're playing as a Black Deaf Girl who's going around graffitiing all over the city, which is illegal. That is a crime. It's not legal to graffiti on buildings.
Seeking a connection with others.
Unless something's changed that I don't know about. Is there something that you know that I don't know, Spectre?
Strongest
I'm sure there's a lot of things I know that you don't know, but yeah, no, I believe, yeah, graffiti is still pretty illegal.
Such a pretentious cunt. I hate you.
At least I didn't make this.
Yeah, well.
Pathetic. There's no beauty in living like that. But I don't really mind. I just want someone to understand me.
I don't understand you.
Those who love me. I want to keep moving forward and never look back to 18-year-old me.
And then these are all the credits. And like the new chick singer they have doing the title song is just garbage. Not comparable to what we had in the Silent Hill 2, 3, or 4 soundtracks. And that's it. That is Silent Hill, the short message that's not so short. So, as Degeneration X would say, break it down. Spectre, what do you think?
Yeah, that was awful. It went on for way too long. Too on top of it. I mean, once again. Nice.
how it started versus how it's going. I honestly like.
I'm playing around with Bing Image Creator and having some fun with this. But yeah, no. Anyways, yeah, it's this was pretty awful. I mean, but you could see like the constant like well, if we just reference back to things that they did like in Silent Hill 2 that or wherever like that. I mean, that's got to be it, right? Like that'll be like that's all it takes, right? But yeah, it's I mean like I said, and the sad part about this too is you had actual multiple members of that had contributed to the good Silent Hill games assisting with this, but I mean you just it's just not there anymore. I mean, unless you were able to get the whole band back together, don't even bother. And it's I think we just need to be done with Silent Hill. Nothing. This has not changed my opinion of it at all. It's just further reinforced what I said in the other video where I said like, hey, this is Silent Hill is dead. We got 4 great games. Be happy with what you got. And if this is any indication of the quality, the remake is going to be awful too.
I don't know, man. I'm still cautiously optimistic on the remake. I'm not gonna be so bold as to say it'll be awful. I'm cautiously optimistic on it. We'll see what happens with it. We'll see. There are things that I'm worried about, and I was actually talking about this with somebody yesterday. He was trying to unironically convince me, like, oh yeah, it's okay to change the narrative, and I was trying to explain to him, like, no, if you change anything with the story of that game, it will be ruined. So if they change anything with the narrative, the dialogue, or anything with Silent Hill 2, in terms of its thematic storytelling, it will be bad then. But if they just do like a straight up like copy paste of the narrative, I think it'll be okay. I don't think it'll be better than the original version, but I think it'll be okay. But I have this meme up in particular. This is a Facebook group called Silent Hill Fog Posting. And I think this is important because it kind of goes in line like Silent Hill fans is going to be shit. This game is going to be game of the year. And then literally just gamers. Sweet. Under the game, the more the merrier. Agreed, just a game. If people don't like it, simple to just ignore and go back to the illegal ones. Old chap. I wish it were that simple. I don't know about you, Spectre, but I personally am sick and fucking tired of franchises and characters and video games and stories that I loved and still love to this day being dragged through mud for no reason other than we think we can do it better when you fucking can't.
Yeah.
Case in point, Suicide Squad, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2018 is close enough to that as well. Like, I mean, stop fucking with the shit that I loved. If you want to tell your own fucking story, if you want to insert your own fucking experiences, then make something new, create a new character, and do it that way. The reason why these fucking cocksuckers attach themselves to these popular IPs is because they know that their stories wouldn't be heard and sold otherwise. And that's what we see in this shit with Silent Hill Ascension, or Silent Hill The Short Message, or Suicide Squad, or Spider-Man 2, or any of the other fucking woke social justice bullshit, man. We need gatekeepers again. Like, there's a reason why gatekeeping is a good thing, because it is to protect our IPs. And there is a franchise that is very good about gatekeeping, and it's actually the From Software games. The fan base and the producers and developers of those games do not let any of that shit into their games at all. And it shows. Armored Core 6. Did you have any socio-political messaging in that?
No. You really have to strain to think of anything that was in that. If anything, like Elden Ring, the closest thing I could think of with like anything like kind of social political messages. I think Elden Ring does the body type A, body type B thing, doesn't it?
What do you mean body type A, body type B?
Like when you create a character, you don't select between a man and a woman. You select body type A or body type B.
Sure, if you want to be pedantic about it, I guess. Like, I don't.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
Right. I and to what you said initially, you have to stretch to do that. I don't even think that's like. I'd have to go through like a new character on like Dark Souls and like the original Dark Souls and Demon Souls and shit. I think that's just something they always did. I don't think there was ever like a male female character. I think it was just body type A was to be like your more nimble character, and body type B was to be like your sluggish but more powerful character. I think that's all that was.
Well, in the modern context, I think probably the most famous example is World of Warcraft, where they did that. It used to be with World of Warcraft, you would select between a male and female character when you created a character. They got rid of that, then it became body type 1 and 2.
Okay. Yep, here's another one. I enjoyed it quite a bit. To me, it's just as much of a Silent Hill game as Silent Hill 2. I don't know, man. Did you get any type of Silent Hill implications with the short message?
No, I mean they lift some of the imagery and style to some degree, and obviously some of the some things they lifted from other games. But I mean that doesn't make a game a Silent Hill game to me.
Sure.
It has nothing. It has nothing to do with the story, the town, the cult, the demonic possession. All that. It has nothing to do with any of that. They try to get away from that as much as they can. They want to turn this into this kind of how can I say it? They want to take the mystical occultism religious aspect out of the game as much as humanly possible, and just inject psychological trauma into it. It's psychological trauma is the whole thing. That's not what the game was about. This is a hard supernatural horror story, and with literal occult, literal demons, literal cult rituals and all that stuff and all the things that go with it. That's what the story is about. And if you take that out and you turn it into this dull, my parents yelled at me, and that's it's manifesting as all this nonsense around me. It takes away. It takes away something from it. It takes away kind of the mystery of it. It takes away kind of the threat of it. I think in a way, because it's like, okay, well then just like, okay, yeah, you're suffering, you're psychologically damaged, but kind of like, well, tough it up, snap out of it to some degree, or go get some therapy or take a drug or something. You can't do that against a demonic cult or anything like that, or a mystical, weird spiritual power that you don't fully understand. It kind of defangs the kind of the threat of it.
The story is a hit or miss, but the visuals and the atmosphere are really top notch, according to Thenapong Prathamshot. Not to mention how good the monster looks. I really hope this is a glimpse of how Silent Hill F and Townfall gonna look. This is the monster right here. Oh, god damn it. Right here. I want you to respond to that. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick while you do so.
Yeah, it's it just looks like a generic blob monster thing with cherry blossoms that were pinned into it, essentially. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't see this as, I'm sorry, I don't see this as memorable. I mean, I know Masahiro Ito was the concept designer, I believe, behind this, but it's not. I mean, you can't just have one element of it either. It's like it's not just it's not just like, okay, here's a unique style of monster. That's what makes it a Silent Hill game. It's more than that. It's like I said. I don't think I don't think you can just take parts of something and just kind of try to make it in it kind of fit in with like the it doesn't fit in with the series as a whole here. It's difficult to describe exactly what I mean. It's I know I'm kind of rambling on it here, but
usually the monsters are a representation of like the character's psyche themselves and what they're going through and their experiences. Honestly,
Well, in Silent Hill 2 more so, yeah, but
even Silent Hill 3, the representations of the monsters in Silent Hill 3 were very much akin to Heather and her perception of what she was experiencing and what her role was deemed to be by the occult. That was my take from it, at least.
yeah, well, like in the first game, for example, they're not like a representation of Harry's
Oh, sure, okay,
psyche.
right.
It's what Alessa is experiencing essentially.
Sure. But
So
like this, okay, so we got the cherry blossom. So Anita is for some reason really into this Maya girl, which I guess would explain the cherry blossoms, but it seems like the core catalyst of her trauma comes from her experiences being abused by her mother. So is this an amalgamation of both Maya and her mother? If so, what did her mother look like? I don't know. Like, there was just nothing really to indicate that this monster really had a true premise. And like, there's nothing intimidating about this. This is just goofy. This is like watching. This is like watching the boss from Metal Gear Solid 3 walking around with instead of cherry blossoms, whatever the fucking white flower that she was always around in Snake Eater, just covering her body. There's nothing about this is like, according to this person, to show that the monster looks good. I just, now this guy's pretty based, Harry Sunderland. Can't even get that the series has to have some connection to the cult, Alessa, or town. That's where the power comes from, so he understands.
okay, yeah, good, yeah, off to a good start. Yeah,
Silent Hill, it can happen any fucking where now. Like, yeah, I mean, that nails it on the head right there. I think Harry Sunderland in the Silent Hill Fog Posting Facebook page nails it on the head. Apparently now Silent Hill is just a thing that can happen and it doesn't matter. Here's a better picture.
100% agree. Yeah, it's like I said, they've divorced it from the cult story, which was interesting. It added this kind of like, this mystical, mysterious element to it, and now it just all goes back to, okay, it's just all in your head. It's because you were bullied. It's because your parents were messed up. It's not this horrifying, evil beyond your comprehension. It's because somebody called you a loser in school or said you were ugly.
This pink trash flower tree monster is not interesting at all. Who would be scared of this Hello Kitty Hills monster? It's an underwhelming design for Silent Hills monster, and yeah, he's right. It was bad. I forgot about Silent Hill F. I forgot about Tomfall. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like,
well, I know it's trash.
It's like they say, what is dead may never die, I guess. Like, they just won't let it go and leave it alone.
Yeah, they'll just keep bringing it out, and I'm getting some really good. I'm having fun with this with the image creator. I gotta send you some of these.
Send me.
I'm already thinking like the thumbnail for the video.
Send me.
I'll put one in Discord here. You can see.
I will say that as much as I loathe Hideo Kojima nowadays, after going through this, it really makes me think that Hideo Kojima would have nailed it out of the park with PT in Silent Hills.
No, let's not go nuts and say. I mean, he would have made it just some. I mean, look at what he did with his whole Death Stranding thing. I'm sure he would have made it into some incomprehensible mess.
PT was about an hour and a half long demo as well, so they're about the same in length. PT was far more memorable than this garbage. You know.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. When you compare it to garbage, of course it is. But I mean, yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Though.
People,
that's my point. I'm saying compared to the short message, this makes me feel like what Kojima would have done with Silent Hills would have been infallible when considering the context of what we just experienced with the short message. Okay,
I guess. So. I mean, Suicide Squad looks amazing compared to this game.
Well, now you're getting ridiculous.
I mean, everything looks amazing when you compare it to absolute garbage.
I hated Spider-Man 2. This actually makes Spider-Man 2 look like true Game of the Year contender shit. At least there were things with Spider-Man 2. There were a few moments in Spider-Man 2 that I enjoyed. This was terrible. This was god-awful. Don't play this. Don't engage with it. Don't fuck with it. It's a free download. Save your hard drive space. Don't waste your time on this. It's fucking trash. It is a fucking art student's self-insert fan fiction. That's all it is. It's got nothing to do with the Silent Hill series. It's got nothing to do with the original games and the narrative that they were trying to tell, the themes that they were trying to explore. It's got nothing to do with any of that shit. And my final thought on that is we got to make gatekeepers great again. We need to gatekeep our games, prevent this shit from continuing any further. Too many franchises have been destroyed by this complete and utter nonsense. And I don't know about you, Spectre, but I just don't want to see my hobby go up in flames because people don't want to be mean. Fucking be mean. I think this is apropos. I think bullying needs to be made essential again so that we suppress these fucking dumb fucks who put this shit in here, honestly. And, like, just go away. Go fucking make some shitty art project for an art museum somewhere where it won't sell for any fucking money and leave my fucking hobby alone. That's how I feel.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the weird thing about this is even after, like I said, you had the four good ones. You know, all these other games. I mean, I don't know why they keep drudging this back out. They've all been. I mean, and they must be making some kind of money off them. I guess I don't know. It just feels like we've had so many turds at this point, like so many Silent Hill properties after the original four that have been just these, critical and commercial failures, but they keep dragging this out over and over and over again. Maybe because there's still a lot of nostalgia for it and goodwill online for how well the first games were done.
Keep it going.
But okay, that's good. Yeah, but yeah, it's I don't know. They keep trying this over and over again, and this is why I say it's just we can't expect anything good from this ever at this point. It's they keep making the same mistakes, and this time, like I said, even with Japanese, some of the original, kind of Japanese team helping out, it still was garbage here. It's just trash, and they're just and they're milking this thing for all it's worth. I mean, go on their storefront website and they have all these ridiculous, they threw a microtransaction game at you with Silent Hill Ascension. Now they're trying to get you to buy the T-shirt and the coffee mug on top of it too. I mean, they're just milking it for all the money they can. They're not really interested in making a quality product here at all. It's just milking it over and over and over again. If they actually cared about this, they go off and make something completely different. Which is what the original creators did. They went off and made Siren. They're making what is that Slitterhead, something like that. They're making games that are kind of in the same style ish in a way, but they're kind of doing their own thing with it. I mean, we just got to move on. We just really got to move on from this. Yeah, I think at this point, it's just this series more than any other just keeps getting dragged out in game form and movie form and comic book form and arcade machine form and pachinko machine form. Just, I mean, they just whatever legacy there was to it. I mean, it's just it gets there's fog over it now, we shall say, because there's just so much garbage. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm frustrated by it, but I mean, at this point, I mean, I can't say nothing surprises me anymore. I mean, these games will fail. I think the remake will probably fail as well too, and then we'll all be here again in another 5 years or 6 years or so when they put like the next Silent Hill game out and say like, oh, this time it's going to be different, but it's not going to be. It's going to be the same thing over and over again. Um, it's never ever going to get better. They're just going to keep milking this forever and ever and ever until Konami goes bankrupt.
If they do. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree entirely with anything you've said. It's a fucking shame. It's a fucking shame.
I will say one thing, just as a it has nothing to do with the quality of the game, but I encourage everyone actually to download the game. I'm sure it doesn't take up much space at all on a hard drive. It kind of ups the resale value of your console in a way because I'm sure this is gonna be one of those forgotten games where they never release it again and you probably can't re-download it again. Sort of like what PT was, where I've seen people resell PlayStation 4s that had PT on it for actually like decent money. So I'd encourage everyone to download it and just throw it, like tuck it away on your hard drive and never play it. Just that way you can say like, oh, it has the exclusive lost game on it. Not that anyone's going to care about this game really, but at least it just ups the resale value of your console for no cost. So may as well do it.
See, I don't agree with that. Don't do it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Fuck this game. Anyway, I think that covers our final thoughts. Closing comments. Stay tuned for what we have in the future. I mean, we got quite a few videos that we have planned coming out. We got some vinyls coming out. Some unboxings coming out. We got the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth State of Play, which is on, is that Tuesday?
It's coming up soon, isn't it? Yeah, like really soon.
I think they said the 6th, so I think it's Tuesday. So hopefully we will both be able to get together on that. I personally am looking forward to that. I was not a fan of the original Final Fantasy VII game, but I do like the remake. And Rebirth looks to be just as great as the I guess the first part of remake. So
and I think we'll do some more like collecting videos. I think the problem is both of us in our current situations are kind of our game rooms, as they were, are sort of under construction, shall we say? So we can't really show. It wouldn't make sense to do like game room videos right now and show off collections because they're sort of in like I said, they're in progress, kind of being built up right now. I think we will do an updated Star Wars room tour video because a lot has changed in that room. And that seemed like it was a pretty popular video for us. So we will do an updated video for that at some point in the not too distant future. I just want to make sure the room is all ready to go for that. I have a couple things more to do to it. But we will have, I think we kind of have a variety of content. I like that about our channel.
Yeah, so do I. Those of you who may have stuck around for any portion of this video, we do appreciate that. Thank you so much for taking your time with us. If you haven't already, again, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you are aware of when we upload new videos. All that said, I am Rorschach with the Game Reactionists.
And I'm Spectre.
Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night.